Hunter Wieczorek from Nuts and Construction Services. Hunter is a virtual design center specialist at Nuts and Construction Services, a firm that's pre-planned, managed, or built almost every size and type of project across a wide range of industries, from small office buildings to large medical centers. Hunter got interested in useful tech during college through different software programs, which is when he started to see the full potential of technology to solve problems. He reads about innovation and talks with his friends and family to stay on top of the latest tech trends, and he enjoys the fast pace of construction industry and how every day can bring a new project across his desk. All right, Hunter, take us away.
Thank you for that. So yeah, my kind of experience is I'm really fresh into the industry. I had an internship that started in January of this year at Knutson Construction, and then back in May they brought me on full time. So because kind of speaking to some of that experience, like learning about some of the technology and where the construction industry wants to take and use the different technology that is out there and that's utilized. One of the panelists already talked about how there is that gap of the experts in the office and then the field where they're used to the traditional, let's look at the plans, let's break out our rulers, let's stick to what we know. And so learning to understand that gap and trying to fill that gap is definitely been a super fun challenge that at Knutson we're really focused on striving to basically fill that void. And everything that they talked about in school, like the best way to describe it is it's just the tip of the iceberg. There you can take any software that you want, totally use it in any way, that even a totally different way that wasn't meant for. And that's one thing that I really learning about cmBuilder. We've been a customer for a little less than a month now, and utilizing it and just being able to use the 3D model to be able to talk to our ideas of the project, implement it to the owner, and just being able to use it as a tool to basically get our ideas out and be able to talk to them. Because that's one thing that even I think any expert in any kind of field can, once they get excited about a topic, it's really easy to talk very technical and really kind of overshoot some of for example, some of the owners, it might be their first project. So it's really easy to talk super technical and talk over their head. But this is a really good tool to be able to help them visualize it and really understand as a company how we're going to treat their project and how we want to basically create the best project for them. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump into the project that I have going here. What's this one? So we actually just used cmBuilder on our first project here past week. It's 50th in France here. It was in Minnesota, right on the border of Minneapolis and Edina. It's a big kind of shopping center. Right in here, there's a lot of high-end shopping areas. So we really wanted to basically get the message across that we understand the area. We want to make sure that we don't impact any of the businesses, and we want to be a good, basically a good steward of the land as we're creating something new, and not create a bad name for the owner, be the business that screwed up other people's businesses throughout construction. So this was a perfect tool to help us show those images. So as you can see, basically just started off with a very basic site plan, shutting down some of the traffic lanes to be able to create a space for us to be able to use the different equipment. One thing that we really focused on was this power line back here. It wasn't something that even the owners were aware of. This big power line basically shut down the whole site. Where we placed our clearing, it was within a 20-foot radius of that power line. And obviously with OSHA and everything, that is a no-go. So that's one thing that we really pointed them out and really kind of talked to that point in. And two, I should have mentioned in the beginning, we use cmBuilder in the interview process. This project itself, it was a negotiated bid project. So they took, I think they brought 3 other companies to the interview process. And fortunately, with cmBuilder's help, we were able to win the job. And that's one thing that the owner did speak to is they were really impressed with how we brought technology and how we are going to implement technology on this site. So that was a big win for us, and we're really excited to really excited to have that, and to for being super fresh into the industry. That was a cool part, really cool to be a part of. And so digging back into the model here, we were really able to kind of show some of the excavation. Being such a tight site, we really needed to focus on all of the soil excavation, what kind of soil retentions, different retention systems we were going to use, because we're just, obviously it's a super small site, so we wanted to create as little disturbance as possible. So we used these different retaining systems to be able to talk to. That's one thing as a company we're focusing on, and we're um, we're keeping in mind throughout the whole process. And so basically just showing in some of the different other just showing the owner basically what's going to happen on their project, and what other equipment we're going to be bringing on, and how that equipment is going to affect the area, and how we're keeping that in the back of our mind the whole time. One thing that was super unique about this project is the fact that it had uh, tensioning decks. So one thing that our superintendent, actually, he was in the interview process. He was able to talk to the fact on how he was going to plan on doing the different layers, doing the different sections to be able to get into. Obviously, this is going to be a big issue when it comes to tensioning, because both on the left and the right side, we're butting right up to current buildings. So he basically spent maybe 5 minutes just explaining the whole process, and the owners really appreciated that. That's like, use his expertise to pair along with this technology that he had. This was his first time, obviously, his first time seeing it, and us as first time using it as a company. So being able to pair newer technology with expertise that has been built for the past 15 years that he's been working in the industry was a really cool process to see. So um, basically, this project is right now we estimate that's going to be a $26 million condo, very high end finishes, a lot of different terraces, and green roofs that they're really wanting to get on. And yeah, this is kind of the completed project that they're working on. White um, each little white roof is a green roof. The color came in a little different than we were hoping, but in the end, it still didn't make a big factor. The owners really enjoyed our presentation, and ended up picking our company. So the one thing that I really want to highlight, that I think, as I was going through building this model, I really enjoyed the way that the model, as you import it into cmBuilder, you have it broken out into these different models. So you can go in there as simply as uh, hiding that power line when you don't want to see it. How simple those are broken up. I think it's expanded super easily, where if I wanted to hide this roof real quick, it comes in, and basically clicking on that roof, as simple as going in and hiding it. And basically, so creating your different scenarios when you have that model in, like, uploaded into the scenario. It's super easy to create those milestones, and super straightforward. So that was one aspect that I really enjoy about cmBuilder, and getting to understand it more and using it, yeah, more and more. I
Amazing.
that's all I've got.
Awesome, Hunter. That was awesome. That was really great. Thank you so much for that, and congratulations on the big win. And it's just great to hear. Great to hear you had some success on that project, and were able to communicate with the client, and get your superintendent involved, and have a great kind of visual cue to reduce risk, and differentiate yourself to the client, which is great.